Hey guys, it's your pal Victor here from Cult Classics and Cult Following, and we're going to do a review for one of the films we saw at Sundance. It's opening this weekend in theaters. It's called Censor, directed by Prano Bailey-Bond. Stay tuned for the review right now. So yeah, this movie Censor, it played at Sundance and we did a review then, but it's opening in theaters this weekend, and it felt like it was worth a revisit. And this film, I enjoyed it at the time. It's has a very like David Lynch meets Dario Argento vibe. It's all about, set in England in the 1980s when they would censor horror movies for home video release. And this happened in tons and tons of classic horror movies like Cannibal Holocaust, Evil Dead, etc. That when they went to England, they couldn't be released on home video. They were called video nasties. And the main actress here, Niamh Algar, she plays a censor named Enid who reviews these films. And while some of the other critics are ready to give a movie a pass, she's like the hard ass who's like, no, this is going to infect the minds of children, censored. And you know, this uptight rigidness in her life is the result of her losing her sister when she was young and blaming herself, and she internalizes that and it externalizes that in every facet of her life. And her parents, you know, they've waited years to kind of declare her sister dead, and Enid won't let them because this is like the ultimate, like, that means it was my fault kind of scenario. And when she's reviewing a film at her work, she thinks one of the actresses in this film might be her sister, and this kind of mask of sanity and rigidness she has starts to slip, and she starts to believe that maybe the director of this film or the producers had something to do with the death of her sister. And as she starts to kind of investigate this, she kind of starts becoming the kind of person she fears these video nasties will create. Someone who's seen all this violence is going to snap and turn into an insane person. But yeah, after that, like, the film kind of plays with reality and in David Lynch Blue Velvet kind of way. It's a really interesting movie. I dug it. Some people might have a problem with, like, you know, the pace of the film or the dreamlike quality, but in a lot of ways it's sort of like Mandy in that regard, where like what's going on in the protagonist's head, it may not be necessarily what's happening in reality. And I kind of dig films like that. So if that's your bag, I highly recommend that you check out Censor. It's opening in theaters this weekend. I'm sure it'll be on video on demand soon. But it's a good movie. It's a good debut for Prano Bailey-Bond. And yeah, check it out. Censor, coming to theaters this weekend. All right, if you're interested in more film reviews, check us out right here at Cult Classics, and more reviews at cultfollowing.co. So until then, later guys.